That's horrible. I wish they didn't put it like right on the fabric. That maybe they should wrap it, but no. All right, so that is sewn there. Now I'm gonna put our machine, turn it off. Welcome back. So, shut our machine off. I do have enough left to sew the tail. Yay! Awesome. Awesome. Unplug and put our machine away. Give me 1 second. I told him to leave me more breasts. I ate some. As you can tell, my lipstick, some of it is actually gone. So I did eat some. And I still have a little bit of left of my half of my Snickers. And I still have my bag of onions, but I'm slowly disappearing it. Oh, I'm finishing, oh my God, the tail of Shelly. So we got the fabric. So we're together. And then, yes, sweetheart. Johnny says hi. Hi, Sad.
Well, it was only a rotisserie chicken, so there's not much meat on it to begin with.
I know. Our chickens have more meat than that chicken. That poor thing should have not been slaughtered.
So I'll leave you.
I'm glad we always check ours.
I'll leave you to pick through whatever white meat you want.
Okay.
Of what's left.
Of what's left. Of what's left. Is it very little left?
Oh, there's plenty of meat left.
Just not white.
Oh, there's white meat.
Oh,
You
okay.
just gotta pick at it with a fork.
Okay. Watch the dogs don't eat it.
I think the biggest chunk of chicken on there was like that big. It was your breast.
Yeah. Well, thank you. My hunger is a little bit satisfied. I was hungry. Very, very, very hungry. And feel better. I have threads on my floor right now. Threads. But where's the tail? Where's the tail? Oh. We're transforming this into a tail for Shelly. How would you do that, you ask? Don't worry. It's going to have scales. It's going to look. When I'm done with it, you ain't going to recognize what this looks like. Okay? You ain't going to recognize it. From that to that. It's going to be like that. I'm going to wrap it. So I'm kind of like a sausage. So like, you're going to wrap your tail up. Hi, Alima. How you doing? We're doing Shelly from Roblox World. Yes.
Our wonderful daughter has her stuff all over the counter.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be filming barbecue pulled pork. Now I got no place to cook.
I did that. You told me to prepare it for the party, so I literally prepared the whole counter for the party. You can put it on the side. Like, you can shove the stuff to the side. Literally.
It's too beautiful.
Did I do a great job? Oh, thank you.
I got yeasty rolls.
Yum. I showed you those yesterday. Those are really yummy.
You told me you wanted me to do barbecue. So
I do.
I'm
So
making
get
winter
to
barbecue.
it. Get to it. I'm still hungry.
It's going to take 6 hours, woman.
I'm still hungry. I'm over here building a tail for Shelly, and I'm thinking about more food. Some would say, Maddie, you're always thinking about food. Hi, Billy. Actually, true facts, I used to be very picky when I was younger. So, it's a miracle as much as I like the foods now. You know? It's just a miracle. Oh. Definitely gonna make it more to look like a tail. I'm probably gonna have to actually end up cutting the fabric because I'm trying to see how am I gonna do this. Switch one side, switch to the other side, and see. Nothing wrong with thinking about food. You tell me, Snickers says so. Give me 1 second. Not me. Taking a bite here and there. That's not me. All right. Before I go cutting the fabric, I've been thinking about a Snickers too. He bought home a Snickers for me. Delicious. Now, I wish that she would have told me, yes, I want the tail for Shelly. And I think I would have done the tail ahead of time. I think it probably would have been the first thing I would have started on before the head. Because I still got to finish the head for Shelly. So I'm thinking. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay. I don't want to like cut it. I'm kind of envisioning it with the scales and thinking of what it looks like. Give me a moment. So, I'm thinking. And envisioning what the scales will look like. Well, there you have it. That's a sneak peek of Cosmo's head. Can't wait to do Penny later and the whole thing. I created that head yesterday. Now I have to do the tail. And then I have to do the scales for the tail. And then I have to do the head for Shelly. Oh my god, I don't know. Alright, so envision it this way. There's a tail, and then yeah, should be fine. So let's cut it. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm gonna put here. I'm gonna put it as close to the corner, and then I need to kind of wrap it as tight as possible to it. And I am gonna tuck the extra on this side underneath. And then I'm gonna get my thread. I'm gonna get my needle, and I'm gonna hand sew the tail. I guess hand sewing is what we're doing right now, because the tail, unfortunately, you kind of have to fix along the way. Oops. Fix along the way. I'm gonna use, I think I'm actually gonna use this one. Hi, Gem State. Yeah, what happened a few minutes ago was I hit my back camera and I forgot that back camera does not work because I broke it because I dropped it on cement. So don't go dropping your phone on cement. It happened when we were manna fishing. We stopped at a food breakfast place and I had put the phone on the seat. Don't trust just putting a phone on the seat. I got out. It fell out face down on concrete. So, yeah. Not very nice. Not very nice. And then I'm doing the little end right here. Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna make sure that's really thick in the bottom. So my little balls that my mama used to teach me. And pull and yank. It doesn't give you anything. Perfect. And then I guess I'm gonna try to make the tail pointy part, right? Or actually this is the top part if you think about it. That was a piece of thread right there. Let's put my needle in my pants. But don't forget it there, my mama always said. Don't forget your needle in your pants. Because occasionally it can happen. So I guess I'm going to sew the tip this way. I'm just having a hard time folding it. Like so. And okay. I have to think about it for a second. And then do like that. Oops. Okay. Hi, Bills. How you doing? We're making a tail for Shelly. For Ellie for her costume. And today she went with her Shelly costume to school. Of course, she was missing the head, so I told her, you're human, Shelly. Okay? Tell him, if anybody asks, tell him, Mom is working, I'm the head. I'm human Shelly. Yep. I'm working right now on the tail, because then I got to work on the head of Shelly. So, that's what I'm doing. And of course, you have to hand sew the tail, because you can't do that through a machine. Alright, you want to do it. Turn it. But keep it all tucked as much as possible, I think. My needle's actually holding it in place. Stretch. Tuck. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make myself sewing weights. What I'm going to call sewing weights. So the weights will hold the piece in place if I'm doing... I mean, I don't think I'm going to do this ever again. But, I mean... If I have to do a dinosaur again... Right? Then what we do is... do sewing weights. So the weights hold your fabric and whatever in place for you, like an assistant. Yeah, buddy. So, and then I'm not cutting the fabric until I have done this, until I do this edge. Because if I cut it before that, you might end up with less fabric. Or too tight, too loose, or whatever. And I'm going to do the scales for it. There's the tip. That's not the top of the tail. The top of the tail is the other way. This is just the bottom that's going to go in her, either her pants or her hoodie. Pinned. I think I'm going to pin it so I don't have to sew it, and then it can also be removable. If you missed out on how I did the hoodie for Shelly, you might want to watch that. Hi, Haiti. How you doing? And there you go. There you go. And then I'm going to do this way. Yes. Oh, be right back. Sorry, Johnny has some questions. They having great sales with a lot of products. You notice that, Johnny?
2 for $11. We usually buy one. Hey.
I usually pay almost $10 for one bottle, so two for $11. I mean, that's wicked cool price. 2 for $11. Run back to the store, buy more. You're gonna see how the quality of this one is. It's a different bottle, so I have no idea. This reminds me of when I used to just sew by hand. I'm doing well, and you? I'm making Shelly's tail for the costume. Got a little extra thread there. I'm hoping I got enough thread because I don't want it to not match. If not, then we're going in the shade closer to the burgundy color that I can think of. Or that I can find, I should say. And I'm working with this little bitty because this is the color of the fabric. You see it? Now you don't see it. You see it? Now you don't see it. There it is. I'm gonna make it, how about yay big? Don't want to make it too big, because if you make it bigger, too big, it can get tangled. And then, I know because I've done it in the past. And then, it's hard to tangle. Then you have to cut it all up, and it's kind of like a waste of it. It really is a waste. Be right back. Yep, done it. Done it. And this is how it's going. Trust the process. It's gonna look like a tail after I'm done. Now your fabric might have some strings on it. I always like to cut the string, but not cut the fabric that is dingling. You never know if that's where it's gonna, you know, unwind or whatever. So I always cut whatever edges the fabric itself has. Tuck, 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 tuck in. But keep it straight. Right there. And I could pin it as I'm doing this, but I'm not going to do that. Now, the scales on Shelly the Dinosaur, it's on Roblox, well, Dandy's World. It's going to be so easy for me because it's the same thing as I did to the hoodie, except for you got to make them look maybe more skinnier and less wide. you know? There you go. Oh my God, look at that. Boom. Tail is forming. The tail is forming. There's my voice over here. And I do have water, by the way. I do have water right there. Hello.
Put that behind you.
Put it right there. I'm sewing. I kind of can't.
So I poured that in.
Mm-hmm.
I emptied some of it first, and then poured it in.
Okay.
I'm allergic to that.
That's why you don't touch it. I never get it out of my hands. Okay. So we're gonna cut. We're gonna probably, this is gonna be my first cut. I'm gonna have to cut. Where? Oh, there you go. I will not be online. I have a Halloween party today, and that's why I'm preparing the costumes and everything else. So I have a Halloween party, sleepover, and trick-or-treating. So I'm gonna have almost 10 kids. So I will not be anywhere online later. No, I'm gonna have to cut that way, but for now, I'll just slip it to the side. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck and tuck. Okay. That should be fine. That should be fine. Right there. Before you sew your next stitch, make sure, hi Mainly, how you doing? Make sure you secure your tail and secure your fabric so your tail is kind of tucked in. A little string right there. No strings loose. There you go. And then sew all the way. My foot's hurting. The type that I'm doing is basically cosplay, and honestly, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do cosplay items. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I think it's a lot of work going into it. A lot of thought and a lot of work. Hi Mud, how you doing? And I'm just trying to see if I can I'm gonna do the scales right after. I'm thinking use the same stuff. I'm gonna use the same stuff that I did for the hoodie. Doing good. I am creating Shelly's from Cosmos Roblox World's tail right now. Hope I don't run out of thread, but I have a feeling that I might run out of thread because I just ran out right there. and then I have to get more. Now I don't know if a lot of people do this. My mom used to go like this and stretch it, and that was enough thread. Sometimes less than that. She said that if you went over it too much, it would tangle. So I kind of abide by that. Boom. There. My child came home, Penny came home yesterday, and she was surprised and shocked and overjoyed at how nice, honestly, that costume ended. That was really nice. Give me a second. All right, that's done. Pow. And then tuck that in, tuck it in, tuck it in, boom. Like that. It's looking like a tail to you all now. I think it's looking like a tail. Shh. Dinosaur tail. Wait till I add the Hi Tom, how you doing? Wait till I add the scales to the dino tail. Shelly's dino tail. Boom. Doo-doo-doo. See this part, I would say that when I was first doing it, I kept overthinking the tail, and I was like, foam. Yeah, foam's gonna be perfect. I knew I was gonna use foam for the tail, but I honestly was trying to execute the plan in my head and see how I could accomplish the tail in my head. It works out perfect now. It really did. It worked out perfect. Bring it old fashioned, y'all. Bringing it old fashioned. I know I remember when I was in New York City. I was very little. I was only 4 years old because I grew up there until 5 years old. And I remember my friend's mom and my mom planning and doing the costumes. Now, it was the first time I ever seen this thing called Halloween. And my friend scared me. I ran to the bathroom or bedroom. I don't even know where I hid. I hid somewhere. Scared. All it was the fake spiders, the ring ones, and she had them all over the fingers. But those same ones can be used in the hair. So she had them on the hair. She had them on the fingers. I ran for the hills. I did. I was only little, so I legit thought that it was a real spider. It was funny. It was funny. But fun times, though. I had a Halloween costume. My Halloween costume didn't actually have a whole costume. It was just the face. Do y'all remember those masks that were the vintage masks? They don't really make them like that no more. And though if you find them, they're rare because they're vintage. I had the original Wonder Woman mask. The original. That's what I had. And I scared my friends because they were destroying the peach tree. So no, that's a no. So I scared them. I scared the ones that were there with me, the neighbors, growing up. It was funny. All I had was a Wonder Woman Halloween mask. Now we're getting to the very top. I'm actually going to tuck the extra fabric because I'm going to do it like this. Power. And I'm gonna be smart. And I'm probably gonna use. Hello, how you doing? Hi, Emo, how you doing? And then I'm gonna pin this one just so I can sew the rest of my dinosaur tail. Then I'll start the process of doing the scales. I don't know why I was thinking it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's because it feels like that. Now, I will tell you at 1 p.m. Central Time, my premiere for Cosmo. The Cosmo head and how to build it and how to do it. You don't want to miss that. Wow, how it turned out. It's just amazing. It's beautiful. It is gorgeous. I'm even in shock that I was able to do that. I have to pick up all my threads and I'm throwing on my desk. I threw some on the floor, but that's because I do pick up. And it's important to pick up. Tail's looking good. Wait till I add the scales. The scale's gonna be so fun. I have to, this is all by hand. And this is so much fun to do. I am literally doing it old-fashioned. Homemade. She's wearing the clothes today, and the hoodie that I made. That's in another video for Shelly's hoodie. So this is like Sherry's series, and I'm actually gonna take photos after this of what it looked like, which I already took photos of it, but I gotta take the photos after I'm done of it. Hello, how you doing? Ryan Kirama. Welcome, how you doing? We're doing Shelly's Tale from Roblox World. That's what we're doing. There you go. You pinned it. Another thread, put them on the side. And then keep sewing until you get to the top. The top, it's a bit more complicated. Off the tail. It really is. I started to work on this early, and I will tell you, I am so glad I didn't wait for last minute. It's a lot of work. A lot of work that I put into this year's. What was I thinking? If you're gonna go, do it like ahead of time so you can make changes. You can make it more fun. I did it in 3 days. 3 days. Or actually not even 3 days because I didn't work all that whole time. So I'm gonna say 2 days work. 2 days work. But still, do it ahead of time. So you can make your changes and you can make it however you want. Don't forget, Tom and Haiti, if you have a link, you can share your link here. You're more than welcome. Now to the new people, if I don't know you, I haven't wrenched you, but that has a reason. I did a live last week and I wrenched somebody new and they were nasty. And they have very nasty language, and my child was present. So since then, if I don't know you in some kind of a way and you don't visit my lives constantly, you will not get a wrench until I get to know you. Seems fair, doesn't it? Seems perfectly fair. Get into the top. And this sewing stuff will be towards the bottom of the tail. So I'm going to try to cover that with scales. Hi, Mika. Ha, Kali. Did I say that right? I don't know. Sorry if I didn't. Again, making tail of Shelly. Okay, more thread. It's running low, so I'm glad that it's towards the end, right? It's lasted a long time so far. I'm not showing you the top yet. It's nice looking. Create that. It's running low, it's running low. Oh boy, it's running low. Next color that I got semi-matching it. Ugh, it's a close one, but it's not the same color. And that little piece tangled, but that's okay. Don't need it. I need to unpin this part and fold this in to there, to there, and then sew right there. Hi T-Bird, how you doing? I am making the tail of Shelly. The tail. And the head will be done today as well before the party. I'm gonna work on it right after I finish this tail, which is almost done. And then I'll post that tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Post it tomorrow. Now, when it comes to the top, I gotta think because I got all this fabric on the top and I need to kind of mold it, but I need to fill this space here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of cut wide and cut this way. And your spare fabric, put it on the side. Don't throw it away. Fabric is good. I'm kind of cleaning around a little bit. That's what I'm doing. But my phone is about to die, so I'm gonna do the top. And oh, see, it has a tail. You see that? And then this is what it looked like before. So from this to tail. So yeah, How am I gonna do that? I gotta fill this little hole. Oh, excuse you. Sorry, y'all. Johnny burpee. Oh, that's so funny. Everybody come back and watch that. That's funny. Okay. I think I need to shove in there a piece for the top. So I'm going to make it so it's shovable.
Maddy,
Yes, Johnny.
didn't both K2 detectors work?
Huh?
Didn't both of the K2 detectors work?
Yes. They're dead?
One's dead.
Ooh. Wow. Why, you doing paranormal?
No!
Oh. I was like,
Do paranormal.
she was like, wait a minute. I was like, is there a trip that I didn't know about? Okay, we're gonna have to put more in there for the top of the tip of the tail. And I didn't think I didn't need it, but it's okay.
Not in the house.
No, we don't do paranormal in the house. Shove the tail right there so I can shove the top. Because I honestly need it to be pointy. So we're gonna... Shove it. Shove it. Looks crazy now, but I promise you that it's gonna look nice when I'm done. Now I'm gonna have to get another needle because I have to actually sew this close.
Hey, Maddy.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at sewing.
Yeah.
And you're good at fixing stuff, right?
Yeah. I feel like there's a cat somewhere.
Can you fix my hopes and dreams?
Oh my God! I'm so done with you. Yo, hurry, he said. No, probably not. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Right there. And then sew that there. And sew that there. That's the inside. And then we're gonna do it this way.
I did say there was no lie last week, right?
You did, but you might have to like repeat.
Imagine
What? By the way, there's no live on Johnny's Corner today. Oh my God, this tail is a little bit, okay. Now I gotta sew this to this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna impale it. Oh, don't lose it. Okay. All right. Impale the tail. Impale the tail so it holds in place. Impale the tail. And then we're gonna do that one there. And then I gotta sew that. So it creates that end to the tail. So we're gonna sew it. So leaving our little one dangling there, I'm getting another one. And I'm gonna have to use another one, but this is the inside, so it's perfectly fine in a different color. Actually, I'm gonna use gray. Gray is perfect for it. Yeah, I need a needle. We're bringing the big master. Huh?
The K2 meter that was in the
You
laser
too.
grid during our ghost hunt
Uh-huh.
was dead.
It's dead too?
Yeah, those are new batteries.
Those should not be dead from the paranormal trip. They should be alive with battery because the batteries were brand new.
The one we held?
Dead?
Battery. The one that we put in the laser grid.
Dead?
Playing around in the laser grid.
That's crazy.
Was dead.
That is crazy. Actually, my phone, during the paranormal trip, my phone started to die real early.
We got ourselves so spooky.
Really early. And after we came back from the paranormal trip, there's some things that happened at the house. A whole trash can got moved. I was outside. And it got moved from one end to the bathroom to the other end. By itself. Yay. Yep. Okay. I thought I tangled it. Didn't. Did I tangle it? I tangled it. Oh no. No, baby, come back. There you go. Oh my God, you scared me with that. I literally was going to throw something at the door thinking that our laundry room ghost had just visited and it's just that. You're awful.
Well, those are dead, so let's go and lay down.
Did I just? Okay, I thought I messed up. I didn't. Okay, I didn't mess up. I can close the tail. And don't forget the pins in it. Okay, I'm gonna sew it. Snap it. Sew it. And repeat again. Oh my God. Oh, because that one is, I see. Now we're working at the top of the tail.
Very strange.
Let me not forget my pin in there. You want to make sure that you don't enclose the pins when you're sewing a tail for a costume. Just saying, it can happen. So, and as I said, this is foam, and I'm sewing it, so you can sew foam. Just don't try how to glue in it because it doesn't work with hot glue.
$20.
I tried it.
$20.
I tried it yesterday because I wanted to kind of have a little shortcut to hold it, and it didn't work properly. So,
It held all my fishing stuff.
all right, so unpin.
Why is it open?
Wow. Now, the reason it's painful in that area or hard in that area is because that area has some Velcro inside of it. I'm leaving it in there. It's fine. Doesn't bother me. Closing this for the tail. I'm gonna have to finish the sewing the fabric on that. There's the pen right. No. Didn't I just say? Okay. Found it. Thou shalt not worry. We got it. Oh gosh. Don't do what I did. Get some tools to do that. But I didn't have any right now, so thanks my teeth. Close the tail. Close the tail.
I bid you fair day. Fairly.
That's a tail. And I got it pinned And I gotta finish sewing it. It's a tail for Shelly's tail for Roblox Cosmo. Thank you. Appreciate that. You should see how good the hoodie turned out. You can check that out in another video. It's pretty cool. Now be careful when you're pinning, because this can happen. That will go right into the trash. But it can happen. I don't think that one can do much, so I'm gonna give me a new one. Hi, Rusty. I'm doing the top now of the tail, and it's not in shape yet because I have to sew in this foam that I have in the middle of it, so it creates that comb for the dino tail for Shelly. And then I'm gonna pin this to her hoodie. So what we're gonna do is sew right there. Oh wait, did I take all my pins out? One pin there, okay. Making sure before you close that you get all your pins out so your child doesn't get poked. I got one pin left, and then I gotta sew that, and then I gotta shape it again. Shove. Just remember shape, 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 shape. And you can cut the foam as you're sewing it, so it creates. Ooh, that was a little harder. So it creates that shape. I'm just giving it bulky size a little bit. No. Okay. No. This way. Come on. That way. Ow, my shoulder. My shoulder popped. Oh my god. That's so funny. There you go.
It's a me a while ago. I fixed the toilet. I can be a plumber.
You did?
Yeah, I fixed it. Told you I would.
You did say you would. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, you say you're welcome when I say
Thank you.
wow.
Alright. We got the tail this way. Hi, Enchanted. Hi, Phoenix. How you doing? Now, we're gonna. Okay, we're gonna sew that part in right there.
My first ever flare.
Because if I don't, then I will not be able to have that not comb shape, but pointy tail. And you do want that pointy tail. Oh my god. There you go. So, and then I'm gonna have to sew this corner down because it doesn't want to stay.
I haven't done this in a while. I have to start it up.
Oh shoot, this one. Come on.
I ain't braided it in a while. I don't want it to, ease up.
There you go. Okay. I'm gonna take my pin out, and then I gotta sew the very last edge of, well, not very last edge, but I gotta sew this part in so it stays. Give me a moment. Joni's working in the garage. Alright, that broke, but it's okay. I need it. Alright, so that's that. Cover the thing now. Where the pins are. Alright, everybody. Thank you for being here. I gotta say bye-bye. I gotta finish the top of this tail. And it's getting noisy. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Don't forget to hit that like button. Bye. Check out my other videos. There's one that drops in a few minutes. And it's the head for Cosmo Roblox.